Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero, and lots to cover today. One of the biggest things is what we're looking at right now, which is the fourth part of the crashed ship. So this looks like the back end here, just because you can see the rockets on there, right? And this thing is massive. Now, they just updated this yesterday or the day before, because prior to this it was actually... I think it was the first portion of the crash ship was the model before they swapped it out. So this is way bigger, right? Let's just take off the fog here. We can kind of look at this without all of that. I mean, this thing is massive, right? I'm assuming they're going to do more detail work over time and all of that. Biggest thing right now is as you go in, and I did see an entry point somewhere. I usually just float in if I'm in free cam here. Here we go. We can work our way in, and let's just slow this down. This looks pretty much similar to the actual first portion of the crash ship. So if you type in crash ship 1 and you go there, that's what that looks like. With some minor changes, right? We have some rock in here and stuff like that. Don't know how much of that they're going to tweak. We'll see. So this portion looks the same. This is kind of similar, and this is where they start to kind of tweak it and change it. Like I said, based off the ground being in there and little things like that. I don't know if they're going to add more areas to this either. Let's see, as we float through this, it's really just this main area, right? Like I go through all this stuff, like there's nothing here right now. So I don't know if they're going to add that and change that. Alright, we don't have anything in here. It's all just kind of empty right now. Maybe they keep it like this. But it is one of the bigger portions. Minus the front end. The front end in terms of size and then what they actually have in it is huge. But you can see here, like there's just nothing in here, right? So they just kind of took that same model from the crash ship 1, right, in terms of this inside component right here. And this is the stuff that we'll need, because this is the wreck, I think it's a wreck salvage, that you'll need in order to repair the radio towers, right? Or the radio tower. I don't know if they're going to do that multiple times. So, actually, let's just see what's in this stuff real quick. Power cell, nice. It always throws me off with how this is crooked. Like, it literally makes me want to tilt my head. We got a battery. And let's see what else we got in here. Come on. You gonna let me go in? Oh, I'm stuck. That's weird. Alright. Let's go here. Alright, let's try this again. And nutrient stuff. Alright, I don't need that. Ooh. Oops. So, I mean, we have this, but nothing is in here. Yeah. So, it doesn't do anything for me. Okay. I'm ready for them to replace these guys too with the Cryptosuchus, if that's how you pronounce that. We'll see. So let's bring that water volume back on. It looks cool. Now I'm in neutral. I opted out of filmic, but filmic is their base now, so even neutral looks different when you change it to that. The regular filmic is just too dark for me, or the regular setting, and then if you layer filmic on top of that, it makes it even darker. Just a little too much for me. But that looks really cool. Alright, so that's the first thing. Second thing, this right here. Another one of these icebergs. And I'm going to take you over and show you the other one that has the kind of precursor satellite on it. But we have this guy right here. I actually want to just spawn the snow fox and just jump off it just to see what happens. But we have that. I'll go look at the other satellite deal here in a second, because the other thing that they've updated is, and I knew this was eventually going to take place. I'm surprised it was one of those things. Maybe it was just not as important, so it's one of the last things they wanted to do, or based off all the other changes, they wanted to see what direction it was going to go before they did it. So right now you're seeing the beginning stages of the inside of the base here. So this is in the Glacial Basin. This is I think it's one of the research facilities here. And with this is where the ice has come crashing through and destroyed this. So the little walkway on the top, they've changed. With this, let's see if I can... This is the hover bike base. So this is the damaged version, and they've kind of changed. Let's go in here. So we're seeing the addition of rooms in here. They've closed out the bottom portions because these were actually open where you put ladders. How it's crushed and all that looks pretty cool. I know they'll add more visual effects, and then you're going to see just stuff put in here, right? We come to this side. You can see all this crushed. So what I'm not seeing is the PDA there. I am not seeing the soundtrack out here right now. We got our top area. So I don't know if that's temporarily taken out of the game or I'm just not noticing it. But it is coming together nicely here. It'd be really cool to see, because I know that they're going to put probably plants in here and a bunch of other stuff, right? So, alright, let's head out. Let's go back to daytime. Whoa. Alright, so we have that. Let's come back over here. And we're going to go to the other kind of iceberg area. And I do want to point out this right here. This is kind of odd, in my opinion. So the layout of it just looks different than the rest. It'll eventually load in, and then when it actually loads in, the bottom of it, if you look at this, there you go, glow well jumping, it just looks different. So I don't know if that is just a placeholder or if it's one of those things that they're currently working on and they're going to tweak it a bunch. What I have noticed is this looks like you're supposed to use like a snow fox and jump from one thing to another. I don't know if that's we're going to continue that whole process through all these or what that's going to be. We shall see on that. But if we come over here, if it'll load in, we'll see the iceberg with the satellite on it, right? And this thing is pretty cool looking. There we go. So this to me is super fascinating because this now makes the precursors. I mean, we knew that they were an intelligent species and all that other stuff, but to me this makes them almost more human. I mean, if it's a satellite, and that's what it looks like to me. I could be completely wrong. This could not be a satellite at all, but that's, man, it really looks like one. So with this, it's like they're just a more advanced version of humans. And I'm curious as to the reason. I don't know. If I think the future, I think maybe satellites are obsolete, but this is their version. So I guess that's why it's super interesting to me, because it's something that we currently use now, and it seems like something that would change if I was a super advanced species. I don't know if I would need a satellite, but I don't know. I mean, you're still going to be relaying information. You have all that other stuff, so I don't know. But we have the satellite here. Back in the free cam mode. And then there's supposed to be minor tweaks to the scanner room. So let's get that going really quick.
New blueprint acquired. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Come on. There you go. So let's see what they've done to this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And it's probably something super minimal that I'm not going to notice. So yeah, I'm not noticing it. Said there was tweaks, but like I said, it's probably so minor I'm not going to notice. So that was another thing that was supposed to change. And then the last one that we're going to look at is Marg's base has had some updates to the lighting, and that looks really cool. So we're just seeing this, the lights on the outside here, and then on the inside it just looks better. And this, of course, is where the hive mind is at, and curious to see. Like I said, I don't know if, I'm assuming they're gonna attack. Uh-oh, I messed that up. I'm assuming they're gonna attack you, so shouldn't have done that. But we'll see. That'll most likely be added in, hopefully in the coming weeks. I don't think they're just here to just hang out, right? So that is it. I mean, we've had quite a lot done just in this last week. I'm seeing more and more. Oh, and that is different now too. Actually, I didn't even check this. That looks way different now. That looks way better. All right, so but this is the other model too. That is weird. Huh. That's throwing me off. Let's go to... So now both of these look the same. I wonder if they're going to swap out the other one, or if they're supposed to, because this... Why would there be two... ends that look the same? That doesn't make sense. Very interesting. And then we're just seeing a bunch of stuff. A bunch of cargo crates around here. Alright, that is interesting. Let's add that fog back on. That looks cool. Now I'm curious to see what this guy over here looks like. I don't think they're going to change this a ton. Could be way wrong on that though. See if it loads in. If it loads in. There we go. Oh, no, they did change it. Alright, that looks way cooler. That looks awesome. Although, there it is. Oh. Let's add that fog back on. That looks cool. Got that creepy vibe going that they're known for. Oh, and is it sunset? I do want to check this out because this does look better in filmic. I will say that. The the water volume back on. The sunrises and sunsets, way more vibrant. But I think they changed the coloring also. Because, like I said, filmic's their base, but I put it back to neutral and it still looks like this. And then it gets dark red. And that just looks really cool. Alright, let's go back down. Alright, woo. Know where I'm at. You can see just the redness there. Alright, let's take this back on. Alright. I think other than that, this is gonna be the same on the inside. No, it looks like some stuff was tweaked. This door's open now. We got fish in here. Well, you got a lot of fish in here. Jeez. Oh, that's new. Got a PDA in here. Let's walk around. Alright. They still have the walk in. Okay. The featherfish. Alright, let's go back. Free cam. Definitely looks way better in here than it did when they first put it in game, but just the texture quality and all of that's gotten better. So they have tweaked this stuff a little bit. I mean, the outside, obviously, that just looks, let's go back day, way cooler. And once they add in, because obviously this is just first pass on textures on the outside, they're gonna tweak all this stuff, right? Because it right now it just all looks uniform, and they'll make it look unique and different, right? But still blending into the environment. That is a crazy looking ship if you put them back together, right? Alright. Well, I'm going to end this video here because there's just a lot going on and I want it to run 45 minutes. But that is it. So we're seeing the different portions of the crash ship. Now that they've tweaked that, though, like I said, this one over here doesn't, in terms of look, doesn't make sense anymore. So I'm not 100% sure what they're going to tweak, or if it's, I don't know, maybe too crashed, or this is going to change. I don't know. So we'll see on that. Wait a second. What is this? This is, no, this is the, they changed this. They changed a ton, jeez. Looks like this got moved around a little bit. Because this was, I think, back further over here, maybe. So we have another one of the precursor bounties that they moved the location of, but it seems like this got shifted. From over here. What do we got there? Oh, we got some of those babies. But yeah, it seems like it got shifted from over here. They've put a bunch of just little nooks and crannies in here. That's awesome. Yeah, because we had the... No, it's a new one. Because this would be over here where we find another one of the precursor bounties that they've swapped out. Yeah. Man, there's a ton of little small pockets to explore. This is going to be crazy to go through when the game's finally done. So, alright, I gotta end this video here because, like I said, otherwise it's going to take forever. That is it, everybody. If you liked the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. I'm going to be rolling out a couple more. I'm going to get a little bit more in depth with some of this stuff, and I know there'll be more updates over the next week, so I'll highlight those as well. And like I said, thank you guys so much for watching.